There are few images that embody the spirit of the American West, like the cowboy, lassoing, trailblazing, sharpshooting, horseback riding men, armed to the teeth, booted and spurred, and shaded by the broad-brimmed hat that's become iconic for this heroic figure. Now, countless folk have told tales of saloons and shootouts, but there is no other name that says the American West quite like John Wayne.
I don't care where you are, people looked at those films and they looked at John Wayne, and that was America to them. He inspired you to go to that place. He did that for 50 years.
Well, like millions of other fans, I always wanted to meet John Wayne. And today, more than 4 decades after his last ride, his son Ethan was willing to sit down and tell us all about the man, the myth, and the legend that he called Dad.
Talk to me a little bit about your growing up, because it's probably a little different than a lot of us.
Looking back, it was a little different. You have no idea what your father does, if he's famous or not. There was livestock and horses and stuntmen and wranglers, and everybody's dressed up in cowboy outfits and shooting guns, and you know, it was great. It was a great childhood.
How did Marion Morrison become this character that represented America?
He was influenced by the great pioneers and personalities of early America, through John Ford, through Harry Carey Sr., through Wyatt Earp, because you can see him in his early pictures. He's very similar to other actors of the day. And then at a certain point, he really matures, and he seems to embrace those values in that character set that led him to become this character, John Wayne, because he's marrying Michael Morrison. John Wayne was something that was put on him, and he embraced it.
Ethan's stories would captivate any John Wayne fan, but you don't have to be a traveling reporter to hear them. He's brought a goldmine of memories and memorabilia right here to Texas in the Fort Worth stockyards. And now everyone is invited to visit John Wayne, an American experience.
And I was shocked, and I'm still shocked every day by the people who walk through the door and know him intimately. It'll just give you a rounder picture of who the man really was.
From an Academy Award for Best Actor in True Grit to his California fishing license, this is the place to go for all things John Wayne.
Well, that's me in the brown with the gun. It's funny, I look through here and just about every photo of me as a child, I have a gun in my hand.
For Ethan, it's a chance to relive memories made with his dad. And for us fans, well, it's an opportunity to appreciate this larger-than-life personality who somehow became a living, walking, breathing symbol of America.
If suddenly your dad was at the front door and said, "Son, walk me through this place,"
Yeah.
what's your best guess on what his reaction would be to all of this?
I think he'd be shocked. There's a bustling museum with a store with John Wayne products available, and we're fighting cancer, and he's trained over 200 surgeons to become specialists. So he has that on-screen legacy. He has a personal legacy, like how he touched people when he'd interact with them, and now he's got the Cancer Foundation, other terrific legacies.
John died on June 11th, 1979 from stomach cancer. So the lives changed by the John Wayne Cancer Institute hold a special place in Ethan's heart. There are walls dedicated to doctors and hospitals that are displayed just as prominently as the titles of some of John's most iconic films, an ode to a man that made an impact on so many lives.
This is all mail that he didn't get a chance to open when he was sick. So I just grabbed a stack out of one of the bags, and we can take a look at one. An ode to the Duke. There was Brittles and York and Cogburn and Ringo, and so many others of whom we could sing. Oh, lawman, soldier, sailor, marine, flyer, policeman, he's played every scene. Ever the tough guy, yet gentle when bold. After he was born, the good Lord broke the mold. There's only one like him, there'll never be another. He's known as the Duke, and he's every man's brother. He beat the Indians, the outlaws, the Japanese, and the Hung. He fought the Big C once, and that battle he won. Now Trooper Thorne is back in the ring, and into this fight, true grit will he bring. He'll fight this battle in his quiet man way, and when he is done, he'll have won the day. Our prayers are with you, Duke, in this new fight, and we know that you'll give it all of your might. Your struggle won't be in vain, because the world can't do without you. We need you, John Wayne. Ooh. I didn't think I'd be that affected by a silly poem about my dad, but he was a good guy and meant so much to people. And so I'm happy and proud to be able to put some of these items on display for them so that they can come get a little taste of him and remember what a special person he was, and remember what an effect one person can have on the world.
Now, those closest to John say he never stopped improving himself and always tried to be a better man. He dedicated his life to portraying the American hero, and somewhere along the way, he became just that.
The older I get and the deeper I go into my dad, the more I realize, what a true craftsman he was and how he built this archetypical American character and just took him across different storylines. And even though he might have a different name and it's a different setting, it was really the same guy. He was America. There's a quote in here on the walls. He said, I wanted to be the guy that every wife wanted her husband to be, and I wanted to be the guy that every man wanted his best friend to be, and I wanted to be the guy that every kid wanted their father to be. He spent 50 years sticking to that and refining who that character was. Inside, he was a humble little boy from Iowa who's just trying to do his best. Never lost that.
I love that story.
Me too, and we've got plenty more where that came from.
Just click on the subscribe button and keep traveling with us.